Good afternoon and welcome to sunny West Lafayette, Indiana, here at Alexander Field. I am Connor Hoke and we are bringing you Purdue baseball fall ball scrimmages here today as the Purdue Boilermakers take the field for the fourth scrimmage of the fall ball season. As you will see, Corey Brooks on the mound for the gold team, so the Boilermakers squad's broken up into the gold and gray squads. So Brooks gets the nod to start today for the gold team as this one is popped up and caught by Justin Walker Jr. out at shortstop for the first out. That was Tanner Haston leading off for the gray team. And so now Tyler Powers comes to the plate. A little bit of a different setup than your traditional game today. It will be 6 innings instead of 9. The gold team will have 3 pitchers pitch, each pitching 2 innings. Or excuse me, the gray team will have 2 pitchers pitch, each pitching 2 innings. The gold team will have 4 in total. Corey Brooks and Kyle Wade will each pitch 2 innings apiece. Will Tenuta and Griffin Lohman will each pitch 1 apiece. So Powers in for his first at-bat. There's a strike from Brooks. And that'll be a strikeout, so Powers goes down looking. Quick start for Corey Brooks on the mound. So Cade Hole now to the plate for the gray team. Let's take a look at that strikeout from Brooks. Tremendous throw. Another strike from Brooks. Makes the count 1-1. This one swung hit into shallow right field, and the play not made by Miles Symington in right field. And Cade Hole will get back to first. So what the gold team thought would be a routine fly ball results in a runner still on first for the gray team, and the inning kept alive as we cycle to the top of the order with Mike Bolton Jr. And as with sometimes these inter-squad scrimmages go, Coach Goff likes to start in unique places with the lineup. Actually start with the bottom of the lineup today. As go. The throw from Fasha's there, but the tag from Walker Jr. not in time. Or I think they are going to say that it was in time, but as have been the rules for all of fall ball, runners just return back to their original base. As you can see, the freshman Mike Bolton Jr., 5'9", 160 pounds from Calumet, Illinois. And swing and a miss from Bolton Jr. 1-1 the count.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
And another strike from Brooks. Makes it 1-2. You can see Hole. Cam Thompson over at first base as well for the gold team. Outside. It's working pretty quickly. Back-to-back balls. You see Zach Fasha standing up, shouting out some direction to the infield. Two-way. Holt will go, but Bolton Jr. will foul this back into the net. So Mike Bolton Jr. with a great at-bat for the Gray team. Able to just hold on and draw the walk, and that will bring Evan Albrecht to the plate now with runners in first and second. That's the type of stuff that the Boilermakers are looking for offensively this year. Looking for productive at-bats. Doesn't always have to result in a hit, but the name of the game is to get on base. Stumbles as Brooks steps off of the mound. Nobody there to throw the ball to, so Cade Holt will return safely to second. As you can see, Evan Albrecht, a sophomore, 5'10", out of Wisconsin. Thrown away. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. And this one swung on, hit hard down the left field side, and will be fair. Bouncing back towards the back wall, and it will bring home not 1 but 2 runs for the Gray team. So Evan Albrecht with a 2 RBI double, and the sophomore providing some sparks offensively for the Gray team to start the top of the first. And so now with Albrecht at second, Mason Gavre comes to the plate. Gavre looking to continue the offensive success. Puts this one in the dirt. Albrecht over to third, and they're going to call Albrecht safe. So 2 outs, runner on third. Evan Albrecht with the 2 double. As you can see, replay of the steal tag, not in time from Kyle LaPlante. There's a strike. So 1-2 the count. Gavre, a junior. He's at 2-2. So a couple long at-bats now for the Gray team after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Some great at-bat from Bolton Jr. and Gavre is able to sneak this past LaPlante at third, down the third base line, into the outfield. Albrecht safely in at home. And Gavre with a stand-up double. So a couple back-to-back big-time hits down the left field side for the Gray team. Makes it 3-0. So despite 2 outs, some offense for the Gray team. Back-to-back hits have resulted in 3 runs crossing the plate. So now Jack Firestone steps in. There's a strike. Corey Brooks looking to try and settle down. As you see, Firestone, a freshman from Zionsville, Indiana. See a lot of young, new faces today. This one out back. standing in second. A couple impressive swings from Gavre and Evan Albrecht. Low from Brooks. Count 1 and 2. Inside, makes it 2-2. This one swung on, hit to first base. Nice play by Thompson, losing his balance, but able to reel it in and flip it underhanded to Brooks. So the gold team gets out, but not before the gray team's able to put 3 runs on the board. We'll come back, gold team up to bat for the first time here at the bottom of the first. Getting ready for the bottom of the first inning, the gold team coming up to the plate for the first time today. As you can see, getting ready to start. And we take a look at the lineup. Skylar Hunter, Justin Walker Jr., Ben Nissel, Zach Fascia, Ryan Howe, Miles Symington, Kyle LaPlante, Cam Thompson, Pat Clohissy, and Jake Stadler be those at the plate today. Of course, Stadler, the designated hitter, probably will see him later in the day, but this will be the man that will start on the mound for the gray team. That is Avery Cook, the 6'6" freshman out of Utica, New York. Had a good week last week and is looking to build upon that, as the Boilermaker bullpen looking to retool for the 2021 season. Some proven arms in that bullpen, but definitely some spots where some young talent could find their way into the lineup and get some playing time. So Kyle LaPlante's going to lead off, and just like previous inning, we're going to start at the bottom of the lineup for the gold team. Drops one in on the right field side for a base hit. Good swing from Kyle LaPlante. So with LaPlante aboard, Cam Thompson comes to the plate. Thompson also a freshman from Oklahoma.
Control the game.
He'll step out of the box. Coach Goff down on the third base side, giving some coaching to Thompson. Outside. So 1-0 count. Swung on, fouled back. LaPlante was headed to second, but he'll return back to first base. This is a staple of Boilermaker baseball over the last 5 years or so. Aggressive base running, really trying to put pressure on the defense and force players to make plays in tough situations. As this one in, thrown from Ramirez behind the plate over to Gavre at first, but LaPlante able to get back in under the tag. LaPlante going again, swung and missed from Thompson, but LaPlante in under the tag. So the Gold team with a man in scoring position. And the count 2-2. Take a second look at this. A good jump from LaPlante and just able to get there before the tag could be applied by Hole. Misses, so full count now for Thompson. Cook looks back, delivers the pitch, and it is swung on and hit up directly over my head here behind the pavilion. And actually will drop in, still in play, and a great diving grab by Steve Ramirez, the catcher, and that'll be an out. Looked like from my vantage point that was flying way back over the top of me. As you can see, LaPlante having to tag up and stretch it out to third. So 1 out, man on third. Pat Clohissy coming to the plate now, the lefty. Couple adjustments from the infield. Looked like they were going to play in, but now really shifting and bringing in Tyler Powers, who's playing third base today. Clohissy, a 5'10" freshman out of St. Louis, Missouri. Like we said, a lot of young players getting an opportunity in this fall ball series. Big hack from Clohissy, but not able to make any contact. LaPlante just 90 feet away, trying to come across the plate and put the Gold team on the board as they do trail 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. Evan Albrecht with a 2 RBI double, and Mason Gavre came up after him and drove him in as well. As Clohissy will get this one up over the head of Cade Hull into the outfield. LaPlante will trot home. And the throw to second, Clohissy puts on the brakes and escapes back to first. But a nice job by the freshman to generate some offense here for the Gold team. So it's now 3-1 in the bottom of the first. You can see, got the knee in the dirt trying to get back in time. The freshman does his job, drives home a run. And so now Jake Stadler comes into the plate as well. Over to first from Cook. Cook trying to settle down a little bit here. Good opportunity for a freshman as you see Stadler, another freshman. A lot of freshmen playing in today's game. But Cook, good opportunity to show the coaching staff his mental makeup is. Clohissy's going to go towards second and safe. Gets in under the Albrecht tag. Take a second look at it. Nice down the line shot from our crew. Clohissy able to get in at second. But as I was saying, Avery Cook with a nice opportunity here to show some fight, as this one's in the dirt. Clohissy is now able to get to third. Stadler in at the plate. And at third is Clohissy. Powers in on the third base side. That one misses. So 2-1 the count. That one looked like it got a piece of Stadler. Might have just missed him. It was in the dirt. Nice job by Ramirez behind the plate to corral that and keep Clohissy at third. So a 3-1 count for Stadler. As you can see, Coach Goff with Clohissy. This one's hit high, but just into the infield and will be collected by Hull for the second out of the inning, and Clohissy will stay put at third. So with 2 outs, Clohissy at third. Skylar Hunter now comes in. Hunter, the traditional leadoff man for the Gold team, the senior from Oregon. He's played a lot of baseball over the years for the Boilermakers. Inside, close to the hands. And a 1-0 count. So a good spot for the senior to be able to produce. Runner at third, currently trailing 3-1 here in the bottom of the first. A lot of first inning offense for both teams. A chance to cut into the deficit and extend the inning. Meanwhile, Avery Cook looking to just get out with only 1 run surrendered. That one is low, but collected by Ramirez behind the plate. This one's fouled back into the parking lot. It's a 3-1 count. Big spot for the freshman Cook on the mound. And he'll be high on that one, and Skylar Hunter will draw a walk. So Hunter will trot down to first base, and now runners on the corners for the Gold team. There's Justin Walker Jr. will come in. Walker Jr., hometown kid from Lafayette. Played his high school ball at Lafayette Jefferson High School. Originally committed to play baseball down south for the Indiana Hoosiers, but has since returned home. As you can see, Coach Goff going up and down the third base line, always coaching. Hunter going towards second. It's going to be a double steal as now Kohisi will go, and he will be thrown out. Great job by Cade Hull from second, able to get it to Ramirez, and he applies the tag. So a scoring opportunity, not able to put more than one run on the board, the Gold team, as they trail. You can see the replay, but they trail the Gray team 3-1, headed to the top of the second. Back at the top of the second, Corey Brooks out for another inning of work for the Gold team as they trail 3-1 to the Gray team. Steve Ramirez, who just applied the tag on the double steal attempt at the bottom of the first, leading off for the Gray team. Ramirez, California product. This one's fouled back towards the Gold team dugout on the third base side. Brooks looking to bounce back from a shaky first inning start, gave up 3 runs. That one in the dirt. Ramirez pops one up. LaPlante comes over from third to grab that in foul territory, and 1 away. So now Jeremy Shork. I mean, as you can see, the gray team line up: Mike Bolton Jr., Evan Albrecht, Mason Gavre, Jack Firestone, Steve Ramirez. Jeremy Shork, Tanner Haston, Tyler Powers, and Cade Hole round out the 9 for the gray team. There's that one inside from Brooks. Defensive lineup for the gold team today: Ben Nissel in left, Skylar Hunter out in center, as Jeremy Shork's going to foul this one down the right field side. Speaking of right field, Miles Symington out there in right field. Kyle Plant at third, Justin Walker Jr. at shortstop, Brian Howe at second, Cam Thompson over at first base, and Zach Fascia behind the plate. There's a strike from Brooks. 2-2 the count. Inside from Corey Brooks. Ryder Corey Brooks pitching 2 innings today. Next pitcher that will be up for the gold team will be Kyle Wade. Kyle Wade will also get 2 innings as well. Only 6 innings being played today in today's fall ball. With 2 outs, Tanner Haston now coming to the plate. Haston out of Mooresville. Redshirt freshman. Swing on. So 1-1 count. So 1-2 count. Haston at the plate. And this one hit up the middle and out to center field, where Skylar Hunter will grab it. Tanner Haston with a base hit keeps the inning alive for the gray team. And once again, kind of like the first inning, 2 quick outs, and then a nice piece of hitting there from the gray team, and that will bring Tyler Powers to the plate now. Powers also a Lafayette native. And this one's swung on high, drifting into left field, and will be caught by Ben Nissel. So the gray team not able to replicate their late inning success on offense like they did in the first inning, but they still lead 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning. The gray team leading 3-1. Avery Cook out for his second inning of work here in today's fall ball scrimmage. 4th scrimmage of the series. So Cook getting ready. Avery Cook, a freshman from New York. young arms in the Boilermaker bullpen vying for some playing time in the spring. Excellent chance to show the staff what he can do. Taking a look at the lineup behind Cook at third base, or at left field, we've got Jack Firestone, Mike Bolton Jr. at center field, as you see Justin Walker Jr. walking up to lead off for the Gold Team. Tanner Haston out in right field, Tyler Powers at third base, Evan Albrecht at shortstop, Cade Hall at second, Mason Gavre at first, and behind the plate, Steve Ramirez. So Cook delivers one in, fouled back into the net by Walker Jr. Count for Walker Jr. And Cook delivers another strike, so 0-2 count.
Great job with 2 strikes here. On the plate and battle here. Come on. Right here, finish right here. Come on, buddy. You can do it.
Good pitch there from Cook, trying to get Walker to chase one out of the zone, but he was not taking the bait. 1-2. 2-2 count now. Cook did a nice job of limiting the damage in the first inning. Got into a bit of a tight spot with runners on the corners, but able to rely on his defense to make a play. As that one goes into the dirt, but a nice job by Ramirez to keep it from getting behind him. So a full count now for Walker Jr. This one swung on, hit into right field, drifting back, and it is gone over the right field wall. Justin Walker Jr. out of the 0-2 hole, works it to a full count, and then sends one long. He'll touch all the bases, and a single shot for the Gold Team draws them closer. It's now 3-2. Take a second look at it. Just great swing. Walker Jr. with some fireworks for the Gold Team here in the second inning. So now Ben Nissel will step in. That one fouled back. Nissel, a guy who has historically brought some power at the plate as well. 9 career home runs for the junior. Had 7 in his freshman year back in 2018. As that one gets away from Ramirez. 2-1 count. Nissel, a guy who had a huge freshman campaign. Like I said, as you can see the second look on holding it off there. Had 7 home runs, 43 RBIs back in 2018. He'll draw a walk here, but battled some injuries in 2019, and then obviously last year cut short, so hoping to get back to that form he had back in 2018. And I know that the coaching staff is hoping that he's able to do that as well. As Zach Fascia will now step in for the gold team. So with Nissel on first, Cook gonna throw it over to first base. Gavra applies the tag, but Nissel in plenty of time. As Nissel's gonna go, and he is safe. So Nissel caught the defense on their heels, able to take advantage and get into scoring position. Take a look at it. Nice job by Ben Nissel. This one's hit hard, but right into the glove of Cook. And now Nissel in the rundown, and Powers will get him at third. Fascia gets aboard safely at first, but excellent reflexes from Cook, able to just reach out and snag that on the one hop. So 1 out, runner on first. Ryan Howell now comes to the plate for the gold team. Howell out of Mount Prospect, Illinois. That pitch from Avery out of the zone makes it a 1-0 count. Cook's going to throw one over Fascia's direction at first. Zach Fascia able to get under the tag. Fascia, the powerful hitter from behind the plate. As that one's up and out of the zone. Ryan Howell draws a 2-0 count. Ryan Howell, a sophomore in his third year with the program. Another guy who's played a lot of baseball for the Boilermakers, as that one gets away from Ramirez and Cook. So 2-0 count. Fascia at first. Ryan Howell at the plate for the gold team. They do trail 3-2. Justin Walker Jr. has provided the offense here in the second inning as Fascia's thrown out. He's trying to take second. And you can see, nice job by Cade Hull. Able to come in and get the tag. Good throw from Ramirez. Of course, as dictated by the fall ball series rules, Fascia is able to return to first with only 1 out. There's a strike, so 3-1. But as I was saying, Justin Walker Jr. with a solo shot to start the second inning off for the gold team. Cook as he steps off the bump. 3-1 count for Howe. And Fasha's going to go again. This time's not even going to bother with sliding because it is a ball, and that will be a walk. So Ryan Howe is safely aboard at first. And so now we'll have our first mound meeting of the afternoon. It's like trying to get Cook settled down. You can see good conversation happening with Steve Ramirez, the catcher for the Gray team. So after the meeting, Cook now back on the mound. Miles Symington at the plate for the first time today. And he'll take a big swing. Drives one out towards left field, and it will be caught at the warning track by Firestone. Good power from Miles Symington, just not quite enough on it. So 2 away. Runners at first and second for the Gold team. And now Kyle LaPlante come to the plate. One outside from Cook. So a 2-0 count now for Cook as he tries to get out of the jam. That one fouled away. LaPlante makes it 2-1. Now LaPlante in a position where he's got to be defensive at the plate. Breaking ball not in there, so 3-1. Runners in first and second. Avery Cook, freshman, in his second inning of work, will also be his last inning of work today. Only going 2. That one, this is behind LaPlante. Gets away from Ramirez, will result in LaPlante being able to take a base and also loads him up for the Gold team. So excellent opportunity for Team Gold to tie or take the lead as you take a second look at it. So Cam Thompson steps in with an opportunity to generate some runs for the Gold team and give them the lead here in the top of the second, excuse me. He will foul that one back. Logan Denzeisen will be out for the gray team in the next inning. Both teams, their pitchers have a set number of innings that they're going to pitch today. Is that one in for a strike to make it 0-2? Is a strikeout. So Cook with the bases loaded, able to get the strikeout. Thompson goes down looking. A great opportunity, not able to capitalize for the Gold team as they trail 3-2 headed to the top of the third. Thank you. Gotta take the top of the third inning. The gray team leads 3-2. As you take a look at the Gold team out though, you can see Symington and Kohisi talking out in the outfield, but the new man on the mound for the Gold team is Kyle Wade. Wade, the sophomore from Kokomo, Indiana. And Kyle will get 2 innings of work today, just like Corey Brooks did. And so the grade team will be led here in the top of this third by Cade Hull. Early fireworks in the top of the first inning for the gray team have allowed them to jump out to a 3-2 lead. That one fouled back. Thought about going for it, but it's in the zone nonetheless, so 0-2 count. One upstairs from Wade. And there's a strikeout, so Kyle Wade efficient on that first at bat, as Cade Hull will be retired for the first out of the top of the third. That will bring Mike Bolton Jr. to the plate now for the gray team. There's a strike as well. So 2-1 count for Bolton Jr. Now a 3-1 count. So a favorable at bat now for Mike Bolton Jr. He's take a look at Kyle Wade. There's a strike. Bolton Jr. thought that might have been a 4th ball. So a full count. will draw the walk anyway, so Bolton Jr. a nice at-bat for the gray team, and that results in him headed down to first. So now Evan Albrecht will step in for the gray team. Albrecht was the one that really started the offensive fireworks in the first inning. So he had the 2 RBI double as Bolton Jr. gets thrown out at first. A great move by Wade, and Thompson able to apply the tag. So 2 outs now for the gray team. And all of a sudden the temperature of the at-bat changes, but first pitch inside off the hands of Albrecht. So Evan Albrecht draws a hit by pitch and replaces Bolton at first base. Take a second look at this pitch. Looks like maybe just caught the elbow guard. So now Mason Gavre will step in. And now we'll go back over to first again. Albrecht able to get there in time, though, underneath the tag. Albrecht will go and is safe at second. This is a Purdue team that I think will attempt and successfully steal a lot of bases in the 2021 season. A very aggressive base running team. Really something that Coach Goff and his staff harp on. As Gavre gets a piece of it, but it's a foul down the first base line. Two count. And there's a chopper to Walker Jr. at shortstop, and he will get it there in time. So the gray team not able to make anything happen here in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third, Team Gold trailing 3-2. Bottom of the third inning, a 3-2 lead for the gray team in today's fall ball scrimmage. As the gold team will get another opportunity to try and tie this up or take the lead. You see the new man on the mound, though, for the gray team, and that is Logan Danzizen. Dan's Eisen, a freshman out of Ohio. And Logan will get 2 innings of work today, too, just like Avery Cook did. Everybody on the gray team, Avery Cook, Logan Eisen, and Eric Hildebrand, will all get 2 innings of work in this 6-inning scrimmage today. So Eisen on the mound, and the man to lead off for the gold team will be Pat Clohissy. Clohissy had a base hit back in his last at-bat. Swung on and hit foul. That one is going to be a strike. Eisen looks like he lost his footing a little bit, hit the dirt. Got up, though, nodding in the direction of the bullpen that he's okay. And sometimes you just put so much into it that you lose the balance, but thankfully it appears to be okay. Looked like he was laughing it off a little bit as he was headed back to the mound. One outside. So 1-2 count. Dirt, gets away from Ramirez, and trot over to grab it. So 2-2. That one called a ball. So a full count now for Clohissy. Pretty good pitch. Eisen. That one outside. So Clohissy patient and able to battle back to draw the walk. Coach Goff wanted his team to be fired up there. The gold team in that dugout. You take a second look at it. That one outside. So nice job by the freshman to stay patient. Draw the walk, and so now Jake Stadler will step in. That one over to first. From Eisen, but Clohissy in time. Attempt laid down by Stadler, but not able to get it foul or fair. So 0-1 count. And Eisen's going back over to first, but Clohissy once again is in time. Upstairs, Ramirez gloves it. Thought maybe Clohissy was going to try and take second, but he'll stand pat at first. One count for Stadler. And this time Clohissy will go. Ramirez with the throw, but looks like they're going to say they did not get there in time. Looked like Clohissy was there under attack. Don't know if he did just. Looks like maybe wasn't on the bag. His hand got off of it, but he will stay at second. So a 1-2 count. That one low in the dirt. Ramirez is able to gather it though and keep Glissy at second. So the count stays 2-2. And they're going to say strikeout. So good pitch from Danzeisen, and Stadler goes down looking. The first out here in the bottom of the third inning for the Gold team, and that will bring Skylar Hunter to the plate. Hunter with a man in scoring position. Swings through that first pitch from Danzeisen, but not able to make any contact. Count even at 1. In the dirt, Glissy's going to go, and he will reach to third safely. That's a nice fist bump from Coach Goff. So good aggressive base running by the freshman. He moves over to third. The 2-1 count, 1 away. Excellent opportunity for the Gold team to bring across the tying run. As this one chopped to second, Holt comes up with it. They're going to say safe, and that Glissy got under the tag from Ramirez. We're going to take a second look at it. Tough to tell there, but Glissy able to get under the tag of Ramirez and tie this up at 3. So the Gold team has battled back from an early 3-run deficit, having scored 1 in each inning so far today. Is the man who is responsible for the offense back in the second inning is now at the plate, Justin Walker Jr., with a solo shot over the right field wall into the bullpen. Hunter's going to go, try to take second. Not there in time. Tagged out by Albrecht. And that does mean that Skylar Hunter's going to have to trot back down to first. Take a second look. Really not close. Nice throw by Ramirez from behind home plate. Walker Jr. with an 0-1 count. Danzeisen will go back to first. Trying to make sure that Skylar Hunter's going to stay at home. As this one gets through from Walker Jr. And Hunter will extend it to third. Walker Jr. is going to stay at first, and so runners on the corners. So the Indiana transfer with a couple nice at-bats in back-to-back innings for the Gold team. As you can see, Skylar Hunter now over at third base, and Ben Nissel will now come in. For the Gold team. So with runners at the corners and 1 out, an excellent Opportunity is now Walker's going to go for second. Hole loses it. It wanders out into the outfield, and Skylar Hunter will come in from third. So the Gold team has rallied back and taken the lead here in the bottom of the third inning. That would be the idea of the aggressive base running that Purdue looking to employ here in the second year under Coach Goff. Trying to force defenses to make plays as this one gets from Ramirez. And Walker Jr. is able to get to third. So the freshman Logan Denzeisen looking to try and settle things down on the mound. Having surrendered a couple runs here in the bottom of the third. Now Zach Fascia, the Ontario, Canada native. A hard hit grounder that Avery Cook was able to glove on the mound in his first at-bat. And this one's hit hard, but on the ground as well. Hole will get the out at first, and that will do it for the Gold team here in the bottom of the third, but not before they're able to tack on two more and take the lead 4-3 headed into the top of the fourth. Welcome back. Top of the fourth inning. The Gold team on top 4-3 thanks to a two-run effort there in the bottom of the third. And take a look at the weather. A little cloudy today, but a beautiful 61 degrees here in West Lafayette. A little bit of wind and 41% humidity. But all in all, a beautiful day for some fall ball baseball. As Kyle Wade returns to the mound for the Gold team for his second inning of work. Jack Firestone leading off for the Gray team. You can see Wade there, the sophomore from Kokomo. This one swung on, hit foul down the first baseline, makes it a 2-1 count. Strike from Wade evens it at 2. This one swung on, hit into the gap by Firestone. It will get down back against the wall. Firestone will get at least 2. Looks like he's going to try to extend it out for a triple. And he will be able to do so. So Jack Firestone with a stand-up triple to lead the the Gray team off here in the top of the fourth. Big time swing from the freshman. Second look at it. So now an opportunity for the Gray team to even it up at 4 as Steve Ramirez will step in now with Firestone standing on third. Good pitch from Wade makes it a 0-1 count. Check swing from Ramirez. I'm going to say he went around, so 0-2 count. So 0-2, Ramirez at the plate. Firestone represents the tying run at third. This one gets away from Fascia, but does drift down the third base line, which keeps Firestone at home. And that one's just a foul tip from Ramirez. Look at Wade on the mound, trying to get out of the jam. Always a tough spot when you give up an opening triple at the top of the inning. Upstairs makes it 2-2. This one's hit right to Justin Walker Jr., who's able to pluck that out. Not quite out of the dirt. They're going to say that he was able to catch it, so that'll be an out. Ramirez with a pop out, fly out really more than anything. Nice defensive play by Walker Jr. So one away. Jeremy Shork now coming to the plate. The shift is on for the Gold team. It's shortstop Walker Jr. now playing second. You can see Firestone at third. If Short can get anything fair down the third base line, really anything in play is going to probably bring Firestone in, but something down the third base line is going to give him a chance to extend this into a double or maybe even a triple as well. He swings through that one from Wade, makes it 1-2. So big opportunity for Jeremy Shork to drive in the tying run. 1-2 count. That one just about outside from Wade. This one swung on and hit high into center field. It'll be caught by Hunter, but Firestone will be able to tag up and come across to tie it up at 4. So Jeremy Shork does his job, just lofts one back out into the outfield. And we are all knotted up at 4 apiece here in the top of the 4th. It's now Tanner Haston will step in. Haston will lift one into right field. Symington Jr. able to reel it in to retire the side, but not before Jeremy Shork was able to bring home Jack Firestone and tie this game up at 4 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning, Logan Denzeisen back out on the mound for the Gray team as we are knotted up at 4 apiece. Both teams back and forth in today's fall ball series. Denzeisen's first pitch is in. We're going to call that a ball. Ryan Howe leading off for the Gold team. He'll swing through that one to make it 1-1. And that one will be fouled down the first base line. Excellent effort by Jet Jackson out there in the bullpen to try and snag that one. So 1-2 count for Howe. This one fouled back. Keeps the count at 1-2. If you're just joining us, welcome. Today's the 4th scrimmage of the fall ball series for the Purdue Boilermaker baseball team. 6 innings being played today. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Nice back and forth action. Both offenses finding some success. As that one low and away makes it 2-2. As Howe will step away, get a couple practice swings. 2-2 count. A little bit of gamesmanship here from Denzeisen and Howe. 2-2 count. Bottom fourth. And now a full count after that ball. And Ryan Howe will draw the walk, so the gold team with a runner in first. So now Miles Symington step up to the plate. Symington, his last at bat, gave one a ride out to the warning track. He's a guy with a lot of power. As Danzeisen throw this one over to first. Get Ryan Howe in time. And Ryan Howe able to steal and take second, but I think they're going to call Symington on the out, which scrimmage rules are if a pitch is deemed close enough and a batter does not stay in there, they are ruled out. Something that the coaching staff is really preaching. As this one's outside. Kyle LaPlante at the plate for the gold team. Ryan Howe standing on second. Two-0 count for LaPlante. This one swung on, hit hard out into left field. Coach Goff signaling for Ryan Howe to come home, and he will. LaPlante, though, thrown out at first. Thought about trying to extend it to get to second, but got caught, not able to get there. So the gold team's able to score, as you can see. Looks like he maybe stumbled just a little bit, and that was enough for Gavre to be able to make the play. So now Cam Thompson comes to the plate. So 2 outs. Gold team, though, on top 5-4. Danzeisen with his last inning of work for today. Wilton Ota will be taking the mound for the gold team in the 5th. And Eric Hildebrand will be coming in to replace Danzeisen for the gray team. Fouled off into the net by Thompson. And they're going to say Thompson goes down looking, so Danzeisen finishes his afternoon with a strikeout. With the gold team able to jump back up on top, 5-4. we head to the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th inning, the gold team on top 5-4. And new man on the mound today will be Will Tenota. Tenota, a freshman from Orland Park, Illinois, looking to hold on to the lead for the gold team. Clinging to that 1-run lead is the batter to lead off for the gray team is going to be Tyler Powers. So Powers looking to get the gray team off to a good start here in the top of the 5th. The gray team was able to have a lead early in this game, jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the top of the 1st, but the gold team, give them credit, they have scored in every inning that they've been up to the plate so far in today's scrimmage. As we do have a new man behind the plate for the gold team, that is going to be Jake Stadler, and Zach Fascia moves over to first. Looks like Pat Clohissy is now out in left, so Ben Nissel's day done. As Tenota, his first pitch swung on and dropped fair in center field for Tyler Powers. So a good start for the gray team. Good swing from Tyler Powers, just a little blooper into the outfield. So now Cade Hall squares up to lay down a bunt, and he will do so. Tenota fields it, one-hops it past Fascia, but excellent job by Ryan Howe to be there in backup, and he gloves it to prevent Tyler Powers from moving anywhere beyond second. Runners now at first and second for the gray team as Mike Bolton Jr. comes to the plate. Nobody out. And Tenota losing that one a little bit. Nice job by Stadler to stab that out of the air. Strike from Tenota. Bolton thinks about laying down a bump, but that one's out of the zone, makes it 2-1. Thinking about going from second. Back-to-back balls makes it a 3-1 count now for Bolton Jr. Looking to try and load it up here early in the top of the 5th. he will do so. 3 straight balls from Will Tenota means that Bolton Jr. will trot down to first and load the bases for the gray team as Evan Albrecht will now step in. So Albrecht with a big opportunity to retake the lead for the gray team as this one swung on, hit out into center field. It will allow Tyler Powers to tag up. Cade Hall will tag up and advance to third. Bolton Jr. will stay at first, but once again, this game continues to go back and forth as we are all square at 5 apiece. Now runners on the corners for the gray team and 1 away. As you take a look at Tenota. So now Tenota, opportunity to try and get out of a jam. And you can see Cade Hall, who represents the leading run for the gray team, standing just 90 feet away from Mason Gavre, who's now at the plate. And Bolton Jr. will go. That one high from Tenota. So 1-0 count, now runners at second and third. That one out of the zone as well. So 2-0. Tenota responds with a strike, makes it 2-1. Gavre fouls that one down third base line. So 2-2 the count. 1 out, runners on the corners. Will Tenota trying to get out of the jam. So he runners at second and third, not on the corners. So 2 guys in scoring position for the gray team. We are tied at 5 apiece. And that ball makes it a full count. This one swung on, hit out into the outfield by Gavre. It will be caught by Skylar Hunter. Cade Hall tags up, gets back across safely. Bolton Jr. tags up, advances to third, and now the gray team retakes the lead, 6-5. So with 2 outs, you can see Gavre doing his job. Now Bolton Jr. standing on third. Jack Firestone's going to be at the plate. Last time Firestone came to the plate, he hit a triple. So he's already shown he's got a little bit of power in that bat, and once again presented with an opportunity to add a little more offense and a little more insurance to this lead. And this one swung on, hit hard out into right field, and Miles Symington right at the wall, able to get up and get it. Looked like Firestone was going to give that a chance to go yard, but a great play in right field by Symington. Second look at it, it's a good swing from Firestone. Just not enough, so a little more offense from the gray team. They retake the lead, 6-5. Bottom of the 5th inning, the gray team with a 6-5 lead after a couple runs scored in the top of the 5th. Been a back-and-forth affair all day. As you take a look at the new man on the mound for the gray team, that's Eric Hildebrand, sophomore out of Michigan. And an excellent chance for Hildebrand to come out and retain their keep a Gold offense that has been pretty hot all day off the board. They have scored in all 4 of the previous innings as Pat Clohissy will step up to lead off for the Gold team. First pitch ball from Hildebrand. There's a strike from Eric Hildebrand. Evens the count at 1. So 2-1 count. Clohissy has had a couple good at-bats for the Gold team today. There's a big cut, but not able to get anything. So 2-2. He'll swing through that one, so Clohissy goes down swinging. 1 away for Hildebrand and the gray team. Jake Stadler coming to the plate now for Team Gold. And this one is chopped foul down the first base line. The 0-1 count for Stadler. That one a strike, so 1-2 count now. Stadler with 1 out, nobody on. It's this one towards right field, and it will be caught for the 2nd out of the inning. That is Tanner Haston out there in right. So 2 up, 2 down for the Gold team. And now Skylar Hunter will come to the plate, looking to keep the inning alive. This one will be fouled down the 3rd base line. Brown will step off. This one swung on and drops down in front of Bolton Jr. out in center field. So Skylar Hunter aboard with a base hit. So now Justin Walker Jr. steps in. 2 outs, a runner on first. Walker Jr. already has 1 home run today. Hildebrand fires one over to Garvey at first. Skylar Hunter forced to retreat back to first base. This time he'll go. And Albrecht applies the tag. They're going to say safe. So Skylar Hunter, who has a career 117 stolen bases in his time at Purdue. Definitely somebody that this pitching staff is aware is going to look to try and be aggressive out there running. 3-0 count now for Walker Jr. The runner in scoring position. And he'll just take his base. So now runners at first and second for the Gold team as they trail 6-5 here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as Ben Nissel will now come in. Ideal situation for the Gold team. Nissel with a lot of power, and this one will just skirt through the outfield or into the outfield. Skylar Hunter will come across to tie the game up at 6. Walker Jr. now stands at third, and Nissel will just stay at first. So nicely done by the veteran and Ben Nissel. Just able to get it through the infield. Drive home a run to tie this ball game up at 6. So now Zach Fascia steps in for the Gold team. And this one chopped right to Hildebrand, who will flip it underhand to Garvey, and that will do it for the bottom of the 5th. So the Gold team able to tack one on and tie it up at 6. And we head to the top of the 6th inning after this. Top of the 6th inning, tied up at 6 apiece after the Gold team able to tack on a run and tie it up. Been a back and forth affair all day as you take a look at the new man on the mound. That's Griffin Lohman. Griffin, a interesting story, a new addition to the team as of this week. Had a walk-on that got the call to get the nod here this week. So exciting moment for Griffin Lohman as he'll make his first appearance in the fall ball series. And he'll go up against Steve Ramirez to lead off for the Gray team. Lohman is a freshman out of Fishers, Indiana, went to Hamilton Southeastern. Evens the count at 1 apiece. This one gets away from Stadler behind the plate. So a 2-1 count. Three-1 now for Ramirez. Ramirez will take his walk. So Lohman walks the leadoff man as Jeremy Shork will now come to the plate for the Gray team. Shork lifts one in to the shallow infield, and Ryan Howe will secure it for the first out of the inning. So one away, runner on first is Ramirez. And the man now at the plate is Tanner Haston. Ramirez is going to go from first and did not get there in time. Good throw from Stadler behind the plate, so Ramirez will trot back down to first. We'll stay at 1 out. And this time, Ramirez will get there safely. This one gets away from Howe. Ramirez thinks about trying to take third, but opts to return back to second instead. So 1-1 count. Runner now at second. Take a look at Lohman. Gets away from Lohman a little bit, but a nice job by Stadler to reach out and pluck it. So 2-1. That one hops into the backstop, and Ramirez will trot over to third, so a 3-1 count. Haston with an opportunity to bring the leading run home from third. Haston will draw the walk. So runners on the corners now for the gray team, and Tyler Powers will be up to the plate. 1 out, top of the 6th inning. Reminder, we are only playing 6 innings today. So Powers with an opportunity to drive in the winning run. There's a strike from Lohman. Steal attempt from Haston. He will get there. Stadler wisely deciding to just hold on to the ball and not allow Ramirez to come from home, or come from third. One low and away. So 2-1 count. Now 3-1. So Powers with a good at-bat for the gray team. And that one swung on. Nice play made by LaPlante over at third, and he will get Powers at first, but that does allow Ramirez to come across the plate, and the gray team retakes the lead. Take a look at the run. So now Cade Hole at the plate. That one outside for a ball. Tanner Haston stands at third. I know that Hole would love to get Haston across the plate here and add an insurance run for the bottom of the 6th. Back-to-back balls from Lohman. So 3-0 count now. Runner at third, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Mike Bolton Jr. on deck for the gray team. That one hit hard right up the middle by Hole. That will bring Haston home. And Cade Hole tried to leg it out for 2, came back to first, but gets thrown out. They're going to say keep the run, so it will be 8-6, as you see here. And then nice job by Fascia just to get in the way and tag him out. So we head to the bottom of the 6th, the gray team on top, 8-6 here from Alexander Field. Bottom of the 6th inning here at Alexander Field. Game 4 of the fall ball series for the Purdue Boilermakers. Take a look at Tanner Haston and now Eric Hildebrand on the mound. His 2nd inning of work. Final inning of today's scrimmage. Gold team trails 8-6. Looking for a big inning on the offensive side, as they're going to say that one is foul from Ryan Howe. So Hildebrand on the mound for the gray team. Ryan Howe leading off for the gold team. And gold team has scored in every inning so far today. Take a look at Ryan Howe. But they will need 3 runs to retake the lead from the gray team. Be the man who's tasked with preventing them from accomplishing that, Eric Hildebrand. 2-1 count for Howe. 2-2. Fouled back by Howe, keeps it 2-2. There's a strikeout. Ryan Howe goes down looking. Good pitch from Hildebrand. So 1 away. Gold team down to just 2 outs left. Miles Symington will now come to the plate. Ball from Hildebrand makes it 1-0. That one inside. Looks like they're going to say that it was a ball, so 2-0. Take a second look at it. One hop, did not catch a piece of Symington. That one outside, so a 3-0 count now. Favorable situation for Miles Symington. Symington will just take his walk. So Miles Symington trots down to first base, and the gold team has a man aboard. And now Kyle LaPlante steps into the box for the gold team. Swings through that first pitch from Hildebrand. And LaPlante drives one out into the outfield. Fielded by Bolton Jr. And Miles Symington, who lost his lid over there by second base, stands at third. Let's see, good drive from LaPlante. So now Cam Thompson steps in. Runner at third, tying run stands at first. One out. Hildebrand on the mound. First pitch strike from Eric Hildebrand. That one pulled foul on the third base side by Thompson. 0-2 count. Light toss by Hildebrand over to Garvey at first. Just trying to keep LaPlante honest. Symington stands on third. Thompson just couldn't quite catch that one. Fouls it back. LaPlante will get to second. Symington stays at third. So now two runners in scoring position. A great opportunity now for Cam Thompson. He goes down looking. Eric Hildebrand responding with a strike. So two outs. Runners at second and third. And Pat Clohissy will be the man coming to the plate. Back-to-back nice strikeouts from Hildebrand. And there's a strike from Hildebrand. Swung on and fouled back into the parking lot.
Whatever you want to finish right here. Do a great job. You gotta stay behind it. Come on.
LaPlante stands at second. And outside. So 1-2. Two outs. Is he trying to keep the gold team's chances alive? And we're going to say that he did not go around on the check swing. 2-2. That's a close call, but they're going to say he didn't. High, so a full count. So Symington at third, LaPlante at second, Pat Clohissy at the plate. Gold team trails 8-6, two outs, full count, and Clohissy will draw the walk to load him up. Good at bat from Pat Clohissy. Able to load the bases for the gold team. As Jake Stadler at the plate, but Jeremy Short has trotted out to the mound to talk to Eric Hildebrand. See Stadler, though, the big opportunity. Symington stands on third. So now Stadler fouls it back. He's got the tying run on second and the walk-off winner on third, or on first. And this one chopped to Garvey at first, and he will tag up, and that will do it. The gold team's comeback falls short. Eric Hildebrand with an impressive inning, the only inning that the gold team does not score in today's scrimmage. So the gray team wins it 8-6. So that will do it here from Alexander Field. We'd like to thank you all for joining us this afternoon. Have a wonderful Saturday evening.